Hello again, dear friends. Today, I'm gonna start doing dots on this alien and talk about things. Started coloring this in on the last episode, if you could call it. And I think it's time to start going into the details. This is A4 size page, so it's not that big. Therefore, I'm using this 0.05 pen. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing and it's not getting too blurry. So last days have been quite interesting. Wondering how you guys are. Have you been doing any drawing? If you have, let me know in the comments section below. I don't feel like I've been doing enough drawing actually. Even though I do a little bit every day, but it seems like it's not enough. Been working on some application forms also, which is so difficult, and I don't know if it's because of schizotypal personality disorder or what is it, but my brain keeps going through the notions of I'm not good enough. Whatever I'm doing, I don't have enough of like material, like I don't have enough of newspaper articles, which I took, like where some of my work has been talked about. Now thinking about it, I just remembered one piece of work that a student has written about me, so I'm gonna need to check back in with her or with the article that I'm thinking about. Need to find it. It's always about finding it. So I don't know why, but it's really hot and I feel like it's not even because of the weather. I feel like I haven't done a video for 3 days. I know I've uploaded some, but it's because I've filmed them all in one day and I haven't talked about anything for a couple of days. And some of you want the walking and talking um, channel to be back. But I realized that I can do two things at the same time. And actually, when I'm drawing, I can focus better on what I want to say. Um, just been spending some time with a friend of mine, like exercising and playing ping pong, playing chess, just literally enjoying the summer. Like I feel like a child again, where I can go and I don't know, just have days where I'm just taking it easy, which is not an easy thing for me to do, I think. Um, allowing yourself to rest is important. Spend a lot of time with my grandma. Well, I say a lot. To me, a little bit every day is a lot because a little bit every day comes to be a lot throughout the time. So she's like my kind of inspiration. I told her about these aliens and the idea of it, that, sometimes we feel alienated in this world. We feel like we're also dealing with aliens too. Um, some people can act a bit like they're from another planet sometimes. And this is what these aliens are about, really. Um, they are coming from another planet, and they're on this earth or on another planet. It could be any planet, but like a parallel universe. And they're going through things, they're going through emotions, they're going through life just like everybody else. And came up with this concept, like, I don't know, a few years back when I was still living in London. It was yeah, dark times at that time. Some good times too, for sure. Some good times, some difficult times too. Met a lot of great people, but eventually decided to come back home, and um, coming back home wasn't easy. It's like always adapting to things, and only now I feel like I'm in a place where I'm supposed to be in. But even that sometimes it's like sometimes you don't even feel at home at your own home. Like, yeah, it feels good, but especially after a long time of not being here, come back and you're like, is this even who I am? Like, am I this person still, or am I somebody else? So adaptation period is like really difficult. And relationships, like especially with women, like I don't feel like it's as easy as it was before. Maybe it was never easy. Maybe I just thought it was easy. But the relationships are tough. So all of these things are kind of coming together in this um, dot work with these aliens, because when I look at them, I don't know, I have a sense of home. Like I feel a sense of being at home, because they're like my creation, and they can get up to all sorts of things. Like it doesn't really matter what it is. It doesn't really matter if people understand what they're doing. It doesn't really matter if it makes sense. It doesn't have to make sense. I've spoken to a lot of people about this, and you know, they're like, yeah, there's a lot going on here, and I don't know if it's making sense, and I don't know if it has to. And it's true, it doesn't have to make sense. It can just be what it is. Let me know if you ever felt isolated, alienated in your own environment, in your own families, in your own cities, like cities that you're from. If you have left your hometown, if you've come back to your hometown, do you even feel like in any way, shape, or form kind of related to the place that you are, or maybe you just left and you never looked back? Because for me, that's what I did. Like I left and I never came back, like for 12 years, and I thought I wasn't ever gonna come back. because I was like hurt, and I wasn't getting along with my family, and I felt like nobody gets me, nobody understands me. I just need to skate. I need to. But when I left, I realized like the enemy was now very like prevalent. It was very like in front of me. It was me, but I didn't realize it for a long time because I was skating. Skating is a good escape mechanism. Skateboarding is like, you run away from your problems kind of. But you tend to run into more problems. I mean, if you're really good, if you're professional, I mean, people still tend to run into problems, but if you're a professional, then you got a good life. Skating, you're doing what you want, and you're getting paid to do that. Like that's perfect. But if you're on the way to get there and you can't seem to find the way, it's like tough. Living in squats and living in all sorts of abandoned buildings with people that I didn't know, who were getting up to hell knows what. But eventually I got out. I escaped, started renting, started paying rent and having a job, and realized that I'm not gonna get away from life. But that realization took me a while. It's still taking me a while. I'm still not completely there yet. I'm still escaping in other ways. I'm escaping into the world of drawing, world of my own little world, like escaping the reality. But I'm still slowly trying to realize that eventually I will find a job where I will enjoy myself, or have a fulfilling career. And it seems like maybe art is going to take art is always going to be there. Like skateboarding is always going to be there. I went skateboarding yesterday just for a little bit, and it was nice to roll around, but I realized like if there's no audience, if there's no like people around me, I realized like I don't want to skate and like do tricks and like kill myself like I used to, like literally jump off buildings and like do stuff like that. So I kind of decided that I wasn't gonna skate so much anymore, which wasn't. It was just literally that's what happened. It literally I had to work a lot more than I could skate because I wasn't living in the squat anymore, and life caught up with me. I couldn't escape life, so it was how it was. Certain people get lucky. We all get lucky. Well, not all of us. Thinking about some people that are, you know, concentration camps and war and things like that. It's like, how do you explain that? Karma? I don't know. We all come to this world to experience things, I think, and learn things. But some of us have tougher lessons than others, and those tough lessons make us stronger, actually, make us who we really are. So, I don't know if you want to have the easy way. I don't know if it's the way out. But yeah, when I stopped drinking, I decided that I didn't want to live in London. I didn't have anything to do there because all my friends from skateboarding were skateboarding, but if I wasn't drinking anymore, I wasn't enjoying it as much. And there was no like way to relax, and plus, I don't think I ever wanted to just relax. I wanted to skate and be better, but I could feel myself getting worse, and I couldn't stand that. Like something happened at some point. Yeah, something happened. Yeah, I started studying this book called The Knowledge Book. That's what happened. And a lot of people around me really didn't accept that. Really thought I was in a cult. But I think, in fact, that book kind of got me out of everything that I was in, got me out of the squats, got me out of even out of skateboarding. Like, because it just started to feel like I was doing something that was destroying me. Like, I don't know. It didn't feel like it was worthwhile anymore, because it just gave me so much weird, strange, new, different energy that I didn't feel before. And kind of put me where I am today. Maybe I just realized that, I'm using so much energy for things that aren't making me happy, but I need to do that in order to survive. So if I just need to survive, I might as well do it here. If I just need to live life, I might as well live life where I'm enjoying living life. So that's what brought me back to Lithuania. And these drawings, I don't know, I think they kind of encapsulate um, how I feel a lot of the times. Like kind of no eyes, no eyeballs, just blank. Blank and getting up to some stuff like some scenes. That's what's going on here. I think I like how the dots are making the details more prominent. So that's that. Coming back to Lithuania, I I felt this really strange feeling when I got back. I felt like I wasn't in the right place. People were treating me right. People were talking to me in my language. People, I could understand everyone. People were very sweet and soft. And I was like, this is not how it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be tough. It's supposed to be like, you know, rough. Like people aren't supposed to be like pleasant to each other. People are supposed to be rude. Um, and now I'm thinking about it. I'm like, why was I thinking like that? You know, why was I thinking like this? Because I was probably surrounded by rude people, like the masses, the kind of facelessness, the unimportance of one person, but importance of corporations, importance of businesses, and you know, I don't know if I was in the right place of mind. When I got back, things started to change, started to shift, but slowly, very slowly. And even till this day, I don't feel like 100% like I'm in the right place because everything is kind of easy. It's not always going to be easy, but I set it up so it would be easy for me now, just kind of living off my savings and trying to make money from art, and it's kind of happening slowly but surely. We'll see how long that will last. But I'm drawing now, so started doing these videos, which I always wanted to do. But I think being surrounded by a lot of people kind of, it really isolated me. It really felt like I wanted to do a lot of things, but I couldn't because I was just like too in my own head about things, like not having any support or having any like people that say, "Wow, that's good, like keep doing that," you know? Just sort of lots of people that I don't know around me, and I didn't even want to talk to people anymore, you know? Didn't want to speak the language that it wasn't mine. It was very strange, very strange time. And I know a lot of people that have moved back home from big cities. They just went and decided that they don't want to live there anymore. They just want to live in a calm place where they can enjoy themselves, you know? So, and that enjoying is doesn't have to be like going out and partying. It can be just going for a walk in a calm place. Like I was coming back home today and it was so quiet. It was so quiet on the walk back home today. I was like, is this a real place? Because I remember being in a big city, and even at nighttime, like you wouldn't get silence, you know. That was, I think, what was the most important for me. It was silence. I didn't have silence, you know. When I started to get silence, I started to get peace, and kind of, it's really hard for me to concentrate, but silence really helps. So that silence was so important. Even till this day, it's like if I fill it up with noise, it's like I don't want to do things. But if I just hear silence for a bit, it's like it clears my mind and I can think again. So hopefully that will work out today when I have to do my application. I think that it will. This is looking nice. I think I like how it looks. Let's do the lips, and then I think that will be it for now. Thank you guys for coming on to this channel and listening. I see a lot of people prefer content about schizotypal personality disorder. I don't know if I can. I'm not a doctor, so I can't really feel like talk about it. But if I have it, then probably this is the best example of STPD in these videos, because that's who I am when I'm on my own, when I'm in my own space. And compared to how I am when I'm not recording these videos, this is quite good, because I'm being productive, you know. At least I'm being productive. Like, I think I waste a lot of time doing things that I'm not supposed to be doing. Tell me if you guys think that I shouldn't do these dots, and I should just do lines, because dots take a long time. But it's like, I want to do a line in a way, but when it forms from these dots, I don't know, somehow it looks better for me. If I'll need to, I'll just draw the lines. If my colleague is going to say, look, we need it to be more like united, because, you know, you need lines in order to be united, then I'll do it like that. But maybe I can do both. Feel free to share stuff with me on Instagram, your artworks. Would love to see it. Some of you I know, so I see your artworks, your music, so it's lovely. And it's lovely that you watch these videos with me. So I'm super grateful to you guys. That's it, I think, for today. I'm wishing you a great day, morning, evening, nighttime, whatever you are going to do right now. And stay focused, stay on top. You've got this. You're an amazing human being. And life is beautiful. We just need to see it. Love you guys. Wishing you all the best and a peaceful time. Take care.